Well, hi, Aaron. Welcome to WG Content's Unscripted. It's so nice to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Kirsten.
Yeah, that's so good to have you and see you again and get caught up on your new role and your transition. It sounds like it's been very successful and very busy.
Yeah,
So, as per usual,
right,
when you're moving into a new role, is that right?
right. Lots
Yeah.
of
So, for
transition,
those that
lots of
don't know
moving.
Aaron, I think most people probably know you, but you are now in your new role, the AVP of Digital Strategy for NorthBay Health. And previously at Johns Hopkins and has had a long, wonderful career in healthcare. So I'm happy to share these 10, 15 minutes with you.
Hmm, Thank you.
So Aaron knows the drill. He knows the questions and doesn't know what I'm going to ask, but I do have them all here in front of me. So we're going to get to know him a little bit better through some fun, unscripted questions. Are you ready?
Ready to go, I think so.
You're on the spot and in the hot seat. Here we
Yeah,
go. Okay. If you had to give a TED talk on any topic, not work related, what would it be?
yeah. Um, huh, I think it would be like optimize less, relax more. I think that's what I
Oh,
would
I
want to talk
love
about.
that. Yes, I
And
could get
not
behind
that
that.
Yeah, I mean, not that I have that all figured out, but I find, like changes that I've made in just trying, times of focus and times of relaxation have paid off more for
Yeah.
me, and the people around me than a lot of other things I've done to try and improve myself. So, yeah.
Do you find that because of your recent transition and sort of being forced into that sort of relaxation, that that's where you've learned that or like the value of that?
When I started to learn it, actually, I mean, there was a long stretch at Hopkins where I just worked 7 days a week, and the weekends were long days, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted it. Like we were building great things there, and it was similar. I was in early stages of building the team, and it took a few years. But the one like I traditionally been kind of a night owl in terms of
Hmm.
working, and then at Hopkins, right, I do so many meetings. Like we all do so many
Hmm.
meetings now. So then I'd work in the evening, and then if I couldn't sleep, I'd just like, well, I might as well work, right?
Yeah.
And that like, eventually, I was like, this is just killing me.
Yeah.
And so that is kind of the root of like
Yeah.
starting to shift. And then of course, the older we get and the different changes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
changing it now and having to learn how to balance East Coast and West Coast times and because I'm remote, right?
Yeah.
Working from Baltimore on a West Coast job. So
Yeah.
so yeah, there's a little different focus to it, but same
Age and
drill.
experience and
Hmm.
burnout and all the things it brings us to the right on the right path. Is that right?
Right, right.
All right, here we go. Do you prefer spontaneous trips or meticulously planned ones?
Yeah.
You a planner?
Um, what I'll say, I'm not a planner. But I would I prefer a planned trip, meaning
Mm-hmm.
if I don't carve the time out, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's usually like I'm usually taking a trip because my girlfriend is planning it, or
Mm-hmm.
friends, or it's
Mm-hmm.
conference related, or it's something for my daughter. And so I would say planned, but not meticulously planned, because when
Yeah.
I'm on a trip, it's like, all right, there's probably an anchor thing, like there's a concert
Yeah.
or a museum, right? There's something like
Right.
we're going for. But
Yeah.
outside of that, like I just want to drink too much coffee and get some good food and walk around.
Yeah. But it's like when you're going on a trip, you really want to like maximize where you're going and like make sure you see what. So I like to have a few things planned, but not everything planned. So I totally
Yeah,
get
I
that.
rely on others to do that. Yeah, I can be kind of
Someone else to
terrible.
make your dinner reservations and all of that. Did you go on
Yeah,
any fun trips this summer?
a bunch. I mean, I've been out to California 4 times this
Yeah.
summer, and I think three of those did, kind of an extra weekend.
Good.
We have an annual mountain trip, an annual beach trip, and
Nice.
I organize actually.
Okay.
So props for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where else? Philadelphia, the
Nice. So
Bronx. Went up to
good.
the Bronx in New York a couple
Yeah.
weekends ago. So yeah, I've been
Yeah.
around.
Watch some
Yeah.
baseball.
Watch a little bit of baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, although we didn't, it wasn't for the Yankees there. We didn't go to see
Yeah.
the playoffs. Yeah. Or I think they got knocked out the week before we were there.
Okay.
A couple days
Okay.
before, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you've had some good trips. All right. So here's a little bit more of a more serious question, but such an important
Mhm.
one because we all should have a good answer to this. Who has been the biggest influence on your career?
Yeah. I think I'm lucky. I've had a lot of great bosses, some great mentors. I think that I have to say Dalal Haldeman. Do you know Dalal?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So, and I say that because she's kind of the start of like what I think of as like my big family tree of this phase of my career. So
Mm-hmm.
she had been at Cleveland Clinic. She came to Hopkins
Okay.
mid 2000s. I was among the early hires over her first year. And that led to me building the team, working under Kathy Smith for a long time, who's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Diskin, and just everyone I like, my network has come from that. And so I'm part of her family tree, but also just directly, I mean, I think I talked to her 4 or 5 times this year alone, just
Yeah.
she's someone I can always reach out to and
Yeah.
learn from.
Isn't that cool
So,
when you meet people through work that really do, you can call them family, how they really become a part
mhm.
of your family. I've worked with some people here at WG Content that I've worked with for decades that even predate this company, and we work together at other companies. So it's cool how you can kind of
Uh,
find each other and keep those relationships. I love that.
absolutely.
All right. So if you could swap jobs with anyone for a day, who would it be?
Yeah.
Anybody, you could
So
swap jobs with anybody.
this this is gonna sound lame, but
Never
a
lame.
financial planner.
Yeah.
And in part, just like, oh, learn some stuff out, right? Sort some
Yeah.
stuff out a little bit. But even more than that, it's like we all like, how much do you keep up with the Joneses, right? Or how much do you stick
Yeah.
around? Like I'm, I've had a pretty fortunate life. I'm in a good
Yeah.
place in my career, but I look around sometimes like, how do they have that boat and those cars and these things, how are people doing it? And anytime I talk with my financial planner, I'm like, boy, he knows it all on everyone.
Yeah.
Like he sees what's
Yeah.
worked out and what hasn't, who's underwater and who isn't. And I think it would just like give me some perspective as well.
Yeah. Are
Uh,
you
yeah,
competitive?
I am
Like,
not very
like as
competitive.
far as like needing to win, but like, do you compare, kind of where you're
I
at
think,
or,
um, not so much. I mean, I am like career-wise, I'm where like I've exceeded where I maybe where my ambitions were to go in my career. I never thought I'd build a team like I did at Hopkins, and now here I am with an opportunity to
mm-hmm,
do it again. I
mm-hmm,
I never saw myself as being that kind of a leader.
mm-hmm,
Um, I think I've always been a good colleague to people, but I just saw my career as like, a role player and then
mm-hmm.
maybe a good second, second in command. Like, um, so yeah, I don't feel highly
Yeah, it's not
competitive, but
about, winning or
yeah,
anything like that. It's really more about competing with yourself too, like really, having that ambition, understanding your vision and what you want to do and accomplish.
yeah,
And I think those things are so important, especially
right.
as you're growing in your career. But you're now at like as we were talking about earlier, it's like you
Hmm.
kind of go through
Hmm.
your career, and now it's like, okay, where are we
Right.
at, and how do we want to like think about the last
It,
chapter or the last mile of
it,
our career? Do you want to
I
work really
know.
hard or not so hard?
Yeah.
It's the,
Right. It
I
is.
know,
Yeah.
the big
I feel like
question.
I've got like 2 decades in my career and I've got like a
Yeah,
good kind of know what I want to do over the next 10. But I also want to make sure my last 10 I have as many options
for
as I
sure.
can
Yeah,
possibly have, right? And
yeah.
do work I'm passionate
Well, I
about.
think
I
you're
mean,
going
I
to
am.
always have a lot of options.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. What was your first job, Aaron? What were you doing when
Oh,
you were
good.
about 15?
Yeah, my first job, so I loved my first job. I was a newspaper boy and
Oh, lovely. Yes.
and yeah, and I started when I was 11. Um,
Okay.
and I had like 30 customers on the opposite side of town. And then I just kept taking on additional routes. And my dad was great. He would like drive and do drops and I could like run and
Mm-hmm.
just kind of keep going. So I ended up with like 600 customers and
Was it like a
I loved
community, like a neighborhood paper or
Yeah, I grew up
yeah,
in a small town. So
yeah.
it's the Pittsburgh Tribune Review today. So it's a
Okay.
major regional
Oh,
paper.
okay.
And at
Yeah.
that point, they hadn't really covered Pittsburgh. They were Westmoreland County, which is the
Yeah.
county adjacent to Allegheny County. But um, but yeah, a major newspaper in the region. It was the main competitor with the Pittsburgh Post Gazette. And
Mm-hmm.
but I loved it. I loved having a role in the community. I
Yeah.
love knowing everyone. I loved seeing like, who was up and, early in the morning
Yeah.
and doing stuff, just like all of that. I felt like I knew
Yeah.
everyone,
Who had the
you
friendly
know.
dogs? Who did not have the friendly dogs?
Which dogs, I eventually
Yeah.
got chased by at
Yeah.
some point, whatever. Yeah, I have some
Yeah.
good
Did
dog
you ever write,
stories.
so my son was a paper boy for like kind of same sort of idea, but more of a neighborhood paper. And like over the holidays, he would write little notes, like and slide them into the bag, like Christmas, Merry
Oh
Christmas,
yeah, to get
like
this
little
get
candy
those
canes in
Christmas
there.
tips.
Did you do anything like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we would buy little gifts. Some years it was like a calendar, like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
one of those little calendars that you can give to put on your fridge.
Yeah.
Sometimes they
Everyone
get
knew Aaron in
candy,
the
but
neighborhood, right?
right, right.
That's a really good first job. And
Yeah.
what a great opportunity for you to be 11 years old doing that. And especially to have
Yeah.
fun with your dad, that you were doing that with your dad. That's cool.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, last question, and then we're going to move on to some fun
Oh,
would
wow,
you
cool.
rathers.
This
What's your
does go fast.
favorite hidden gem in your hometown?
Um,
And what first start tell us what is hometown today? Because I know you're kind of going coast to
yeah,
coast and
yeah, hometown is Baltimore. I've lived in
okay.
Baltimore for 20 plus years, lived in the area for almost 30 now. So, um, yeah, I mean, it's maybe not the most exciting pick, but I like, so there's a little place called Johnny's, right down the road from my house. It's it's one of many properties under Chef Cindy Wolf, and
Okay.
it's like she has a lot of really upscale places. This
Mm-hmm.
place is kind of the neighborhood spot. Like the food's a little better, but it's still basically
Like a
comfort
diner
food.
kind of place.
Yeah, they have, in fact, one side of the building is a diner, and
Okay.
then the other stuff is a little more upscale, and they have a bourbon bar and,
Oh, very cool.
all that. Yeah, so I just
Johnny's.
like
Is
it.
that what you said it's called? Johnny's?
John, yep,
Okay.
yeah, I think Johnny's of Roland Park, I think is the full name of the place. Yeah,
All right. Shout out to Johnny's. All
good
right.
one.
Here's your fun would you rather
Yeah.
questions. Very random, no wrong answer. Would you rather have super slow internet or a low phone battery? Both are awful.
Oh, yeah, those are traumatizing situations.
Yeah, it's like trigger.
Oh,
That's like a trigger question.
which I know, which
I don't know.
I was thinking this was an easy interview so far and went so now I feel stressed.
I
I don't know.
know.
Um, they are both so bad. I think though, I gotta go low phone battery.
Yeah, I think I would
Like,
pick that too. I mean, slow internet would
yeah,
really just compromise a day. I mean, that
it's
would
awful.
that would be
Yeah.
awful. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather be unable to use search engines like Google or I guess today like ChatGPT anywhere we search ever again or unable to use social media ever again?
Oh, social media. Bye.
Ditto.
Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. And this I'm gonna have a follow-up question to this one. Would you rather live inside your favorite childhood movie or your favorite childhood book?
Oh,
I guess we'd have to think about what that is.
I
Movie or book?
know. I mean, I'm gonna go movie.
Yeah.
I've always leaned more heavily towards movies than
Do you
books,
can you
but
think of what movie your favorite childhood movie is?
I mean, you could pick I mean, when I'm
There's
really
so
young, it's
many,
of
I
course the
know.
whole Star Wars,
Yeah.
right? It's that,
Yeah.
right? Maybe a little older, it's maybe Goonies or not Goonies. What's
Oh,
the
Goonies
one?
is so
Stand by
good.
Me. Yeah,
Which
Goonies
one?
is so good. But Stand by Me, the
Oh,
one,
that one is so good too.
yeah, yeah,
They're all so good.
yeah,
All right,
right.
last one. Would you rather fly to space and discover a new planet or go on a deep submarine adventure and discover a new underwater kingdom?
Hmm. Um, Maybe Underwater Kingdom. Yeah,
What would that look
that's
like? That'd be cool,
that almost.
like a castle and
It'll probably, right, I know. Well,
I
it'll
picture
probably
like the Little
splash.
Mermaid.
I kind of picture it very alien, like, right,
Do
you're
you
down in
really?
the Mariana
Yeah.
Trench or something, right, and the
Yeah.
fish glow in the dark or what,
Yeah. Isn't that funny? We have like two
yeah,
totally different, like I pictured more of like the Little Mermaid, fairy tale underwater kingdom. And you had something a little bit more very different.
right, right.
Yeah. Well, those are fun. Okay, so last question, because you've done so great and we're almost at 15 minutes.
Wow.
what is giving you joy these days? You talked about
Oh
a great,
man.
fun, packed summer of travel. What else are you doing these days that's giving you joy?
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of a new era. Um, so that's really great. Um, I have so my girlfriend has like a 14, sorry, he's a 15-year-old boy now, and I've got my 14-year-old daughter, and both of them have wanted to like do workouts and stuff
Oh,
lately.
that's cool. Yeah.
And so I have been doing different stuff.
Yeah.
But it's been really cool and like just to see
Yeah.
them like how you see changes in them quickly, just
Yep.
like mentally more than anything, just the confidence boost that
hmm
does.
Seeing our
So that's
young, yeah,
yeah,
grow
yeah,
up and become young adults, and
yeah,
I think it's really nice that the two of them have a nice relationship, right? I mean,
yeah,
they have this friendship that's growing and they're doing things together because you could have the
yeah.
opposite, and so it's nice that do they go to the same school?
Now different schools.
Okay.
Yeah,
But about
yeah,
about the same age. You said 14 and 15?
yeah. They're a year apart, so he's a
Yeah.
year ahead of her at school, and yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well,
it
I think
is.
anything with our kids brings us joy. So I love that example.
Yeah,
And you did a
absolutely.
great job with all of your
Well,
unscripted
thank you, thank you.
questions. And I know I'm going to see you at HCIC. So we'll all be wanting to get caught up and hear how your new job's going. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks a lot.